last call for Delta Airlines, last call for Delta Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last call for Delta Airlines, last call for Delta Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last. The flight will be leaving in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, the flight will be leaving in 10 minutes, over. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. The streamers.
Welcome, welcome everybody. How is everyone doing? Welcome, welcome to the stream. Hope is everyone okay? Yes, as the announcer said, the flight will be leaving very, very soon. How is everyone doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome everybody. Oh, hang on. I know why I'm repeating myself, because I've got YouTube playing as well. How is everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. Right, helps if you mute that as well. That's better. Right, let's get myself on camera. How has everyone's day been so far? Well, that was a different start than usual. Yeah, I thought I'd start with a bit of a difference, you know. Gotta make it a bit different every time I come on, don't you? Right, let's get my camera on. Where's my camera? Good evening, Vietnam. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Yes. So we are headed over to Las Vegas. We are in Microsoft Flight Sim 24. If you're on YouTube, hello. If you're on TikTok, welcome, everybody. I am super excited to be in this plane. Have INIBUILDS actually finally managed to fix this aircraft after multiple updates and the updates that keep coming to this aircraft? Has it become finally lag-free, FPS kind, and just a fantastic plane to fly? We find out with this short haul flight. We're going to do 2 flights tonight, hopefully. So our flight consists of, are you ready? We are going from Los Angeles and we're taking the F1 drivers over to Las Vegas. Yes, Las Vegas. Block time of 1 hour and 10 minutes. 1 hour and 10 minutes in this awesome aircraft. And we've got, well, I can go to a different view now because I wanted to give you experience of being a passenger. This is what it looks like, I suppose. To The Delta Airlines LA-28 livery. I love this livery. It's so nice. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft. Absolutely lovely. Love it, love it, love it. Right, let's hop on board. Let's hop on board. So we've got pretty much everything running on board. Way too loud inside the actual I got my speakers turned right up. That was a bad idea. So yeah, let's load up the flight plan. I've not done a cold and dark start today because, well, we've got 2 flights to do, and I thought for a change you could see what a pilot really goes into. So after watching a couple of YouTube videos of like when pilots enter the cockpit, this is how they actually find it. They don't actually find it cold and dark. They find it in something called turnaround mode. So the flight plan's out of the aircraft. All the systems are turned on. All the fuel is basically on, and the APU sometimes is on, sometimes off. So yeah, let's get on with it. So over here we've got our little tablet. We've got the flight ops menu, which we're going to get our flight plan from. So we're going to go flight ops STS, which will download our sim brief. So we are call sign November 359 Sierra Bravo from KLAX over to KLAS. We are an A350-900. Our load sheet is here, which says we're going to have a zero fuel weight of 173,493. Total passengers on board today is 45 out of 324. Going to set the zero fuel weight. We're going to set the fuel, instant refuel. 11.7 kilograms of fuel. Oh, it says okay. It's 304 passengers. Okay, so for 304 passengers, 11,737 kilos of fuel. We've got our OFP, which is our actual sim brief flight plan, and then we've got the takeoff performance, also the ground, which you can do the GSX with, enable GSX control, which we've been trying out a couple of times as well. Not doing GSX today because, as I said, want to get en route and in the air if possible. Yeah, lovely, lovely aircraft. Still a little bit laggy though, isn't it? Still a little stutter here and there when we... Ooh, I don't know. It's letting me down already. Right, let's go to our initiate plan, company flight plan request, and then we'll go from there. Receive company flight plan, we're going to insert. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on Flight Sim 24, I must admit. So cruise flight level 290, no alternate route is selected. Oh, alternate is KCDC. Company wind request, we'll do that as well, request pending. We'll put the flight data of winds. Awesome. And then we'll go to flight plan. We'll get our data from SimBrief on our OFP up here as well. So I'll put this over here. So today's flight, like I said, very, very short. Connected to SimBrief, general information. We're going, like I said, runway 2. So for departure, we're going to go departure on here. Go from runway 24 left. The SID of the takeoff is the Orca 5 departure. No trans altitude today. Temporary flight plan. Hit temporary flight plan. Press insert, and then we'll just go. So we've got discontinuity because there's a manual there. So we're going to take the manual out because we know we don't do manual in this plane, and then we can press delete on here as well. Insert. Very nice. Hello, Craig. How you doing, buddy? There we go, down oh sugar, down too many. KLAS 08 right arrival, so runway 08 right. Approach is going to be RNAV, which is different. No vias today, and the start of the arrival is the RND, where is she? Right down at the bottom, RNDR7 Z4. Doing well. How are you? I am doing very well, guys. Very, very well. Trans altitude, none. Yeah, I've been super busy. Been doing Euro Truck. Last night on my day off, I actually did some Euro Truck with Infinity Gamers. So last night we did over a 2,000 mile journey on Euro Truck as a convoy. It was actually really good fun. And it was nice to have some time off flying as well. Alright, we've got a couple of discontinuities. We're going to get rid of them. You always get one or two, and then sometimes you get more than that. And then we've got another manual here that we need to delete. Puts a lot of manuals in. Manual. Do not want manual. Right, top of climb. It's going to be literally top of climb, top of descent. Thank God we're only going 290. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Right. And then we can go fuel and load. Another thing you got to do manually. So fuel and passenger numbers, we have got. Have they changed this? Oh, does this actually put the fuel in? Oh yes, they've changed it. Okay, I've missed an update that I didn't know about. Right, so this used to be, what used to happen on this is you put the zero fuel, you get your zero fuel weight and your fuel, and you'd have to put it in here, but it looks like it's done it automatically. Well, that's nice. Good update, because that was a pain in the backside to do. 304. So the only thing I've got put in there is passengers. 304. Nice. Okay, I am very happy. Performance, and then we'll do our takeoff performance as well. We'll bung in 290 in here. Actually, saying that, should we do some ATC? I've not used Beyond ATC for flipping ages. Let's get some Beyond ATC, because that'd be good. I've not used that in, I can't even remember the last time I used Beyond ATC. It's probably going to need a flipping massive update. Bing bong. As expected, massive update. I did this, if you missed the start of the stream, we actually did something funny. I was in the terminal and I got a voice changer, so I turned it on. So I turned this voice changer on and I went,
Delta Airlines Flight 196 is leaving in 10 minutes. Again, Flight 196, Delta Airlines is leaving in 10 minutes.
quite cool. So yeah, I did a little bit of voice changing before the before the start of the stream. Yes, we want to create a desktop short. You know what? It's always an update. There's always an update on something when you start to use it. I love it. You go. Do you find that? Does anyone else find that? You go to use something, and you're literally in an update. You're like, oh, for God's sake. And then the update seems to take forever. It's like 10 hours later. 10 hours later, we are still here on the ground in Las Vegas. It does my head in. Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, yeah, so Craig's experienced it as well. I had someone trying to install 2020 last night, and they said, what a headache. We're actually having a good. We were talking on the Euro Truck last night about 2020 and 2024, the difference between the two, and we both agreed like 2020 is still a great sim. I still think in some ways it's a little bit better than 24. 24 is still good, but there's some things on 2020 that are just so special compared to 2024. Just before a big flight. Oh yeah, always. It's always before a big flight. Or it's during a big flight. I always found it's like during a big flight something goes completely wrong. Yeah, we had a good chat last night, me and my friend on Discord. Because he's a bugger, he is, because he won't use Flight Sim at all. So he uses P3D. So I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. He's like, I I don't really like flight sim. I was like, that's fair enough. You know, he's entitled to his opinion. And to be honest, when he showed me his P3D, I was like, wow, it actually looked really incredible. So yeah, I can understand. And he said I spent he said like I spent like hundreds of thousands of pounds on my P3D simulator. He's like, why would I want to start from the very beginning again? And I was like, he had a fair point. So it's nice that different, like I said, this is why I like people talking about different sims, because it's a great community when you think of it. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, we're not going to use ATC today because everything I'm using wants an update. We'll just go. We'll just go. So 290 was our top of climb. Everything wants an update. 290. We'll do the performance calculator. Right, take off performance. We're gonna sync the FMS. So KLX runway 24 left. Take off row is 9541. TODA is 951 feet. ASDA, do cheap things in that. Sync the weather. 16 Celsius outside. QNH of 3007. Dry runway conditions. Anti-ice is going to be off. Air conditioning standard. Plane FC25. Oh, what? Formula 1? Or is that Formula 125? Or is that the football? Is that football or Formula 1? 137, 141, 146. We're going to send to FMS. We're going to confirm the takeoff speeds in here. Football. Oh, nice. Is that, oh, manager. Is that manager? Is that what that means? Oh. Back to flight plan. So yeah, flight plan of 220 miles. As I said, very short, but we're doing 2 flights tonight. We can change this over to HPA. And then our HPA, like I said, on here is 3007. So 3007. It's FIFA basically. Oh, nice. Didn't they brought out a new one now, haven't they? I tell you what, they bring a new FIFA out every flipping 10 days. Flight director comes on, which gets rid of all the speed, the heading and the vertical speed. So that means we're basically ready to go. APU is on, batteries and fuel is all selected, navigation is on, beacon light can come on, seatbelts are on, no smoking is on auto, no mobiles is on auto, emergency lights are armed, co-pilot is happy, passengers are happy, I'm happy, let's get pushback. We're going to toggle the slide arming. And then we're going to get prepared for pushback and departure. Let's go. Hopefully they come out. Hopefully they come and see us. That's radio. I always forget which one's a camera on here. Yeah, is she coming? Yeah, we've got the people coming. That's a good sign. Awesome. Go and check on the passing. I got some lovely views for our flight over. Lovely clear weather for departure. So hardly any clouds in America at the moment, and Las Vegas weather looks quite clear as well. So it should have some nice views coming into Las Vegas.
Departure checks completed.
Another view that we've got. Still a little bit laggy on the going from one view to the other. It's a lot better, but it's not. It could be a little bit better. We'll see what the flight model's like. What's the flight? We are going from. Hello Emirates, how you doing, buddy? We are going from Los Angeles down to Las Vegas. Like I said, we're trying to get 2 flights in tonight. So yeah, they're only short. It's about 1 hour 21. About 1 hour 21 altogether. Right, so beacon light is on, APU's on, so it should be good for engine start on the pushback. We want nose right Nose right, tail left. We want nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake is released. I got to remember it's on my joystick.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start at will do. So engine start selector goes to start. Engine 2 comes on first, would you believe? Some pilot start number 1, I'm starting number 2. Here we go. Nice pushback, lovely.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention please for the safety
Love this.
demonstration. Even if you're a frequent flyer, we kindly ask that you watch and listen as we go over the important safety features of this aircraft. Welcome aboard this A350 aircraft. Your safety is our top priority. Please pay close attention to this important safety briefing. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. To tighten, pull the strap. To release, lift the top of the
I
buckle.
just scored a
In
screamer.
case of
Oh,
unexpected
nice.
turbulence, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever seated. If the cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will automatically drop. Pull the mask towards you. Place it over you.
Well done, mate. Well done. I'm not being horrible, but I've never really been into football. I've always been more into rugby. I love rugby. I like watching it, like, it's such a brutal game. Right, engine 2 stable. But I don't mind, like, if football's on, I'll watch it. Like, if it's on TV, I'll just pop on. If nothing else is on, I'll definitely watch it. Parking brake is on.
Waiting your confirmation for a good
Engine 1 start. Get rid of this paper. Nice. On the weather, we need to select our. So we'll select that to on. Terrain systems on. WXR is auto and selected. Flight plan is done. 290 selected. I did try. I had a beautiful livery earlier, and it doesn't work on 24. I installed it. I was so annoyed. So I was actually going to use the 777. The 777 is what I was originally going to use. Well, I said A350, and then I saw this awesome livery for the 777. I was like, right, I want that instead. Installed it, and it didn't work. I was like, fantastic. It was the brand new F1 livery for the Qatar Airways. Oh my god, it looked beautiful on the 777. Oh, it just looks so nice. INIBUILDS is working on a sound update for the A350. I don't really think the A350 needs that. To be fair, Jordan, I'm running FT Sim sounds on the A350, which is about £2.50 a month, £4 a month, and they do all the sounds for Flight Sim 24 and X-Plane 12. So every single aircraft you can think of is on there. So yeah, I've got the FT Sim sounds for it, and I think they're amazing. Spoilers are armed. Flaps 1 is set. Just wait for them to go down. Auto brake can go to RTO. Waiting for the flaps. Is flaps 2 or 1? Just wondering now. Hang on. Takeoff performance. Is it flaps 2? Oh no, 1 plus F. Oh yeah, there you go. Flaps are gone on. Yeah, I don't mind, like I said, I don't mind the sounds of the A350. I just think they needed a bit more oomph. Especially after hearing like real takeoffs of A350s. Takeoff config is selected and takeoff config is normal. Awesome. Got ground flashing over there, I don't know why. Right. For some reason you gotta press it over on the right hand side as well. Okie doke. Taxi lights can now be selected. Landing lights are off. Beacon can go onto auto. Don't know why that was on. Logo can go onto auto. And let's see what the performance is like of this thing, because it used to create so much lag when you taxied this plane. Right, parking brake is now off. and let's go. I've got reverse set to the throttles as well, so when I pull back on the throttles we'll go straight into reverse, so should be nice and easy. Joystick feels good. Yeah, maybe a little bit of adjustment on the throttles just to get a little bit more better. But yeah, if you've joined me on YouTube, welcome. If you've joined me on TikTok, welcome to everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope that everyone is having a great time. Halfway through the week already. Can you believe it? Dab of breaks. We're on Wednesday. We're Wednesday already, everyone. I'm already planning what we're going to be doing the weekend. Isn't that crazy? So I'm also going to be talking about paranormal. So I've been watching a paranormal channel. Now, I'm not a big believer in it, but something happened last year. I'll talk through what happened last year with me. I'm actually starting to get more and more of a believer of it. I've been watching things that just don't make sense. So throughout the flight, because like I said, when we go up to top of climb or during the flight, we'll talk about what I experienced when I was a bit younger, and also what happened with my wife's brother and my wife as we took a photo. It's really spooky, and it just doesn't make sense. Alright, turning to our right. I love the bump noise. I do admit it's still a tiny bit laggy. I can see a little bit of lag, but not. It used to be quite big lag, so it's a lot better than what it was. Nice, right. Why has he got TCAS in standby when I put TCAS to TARA? I'm sure I put TARA. Oh yeah, TARA and normal. That's weird. Okie doke. Slow this plane down a bit. We are going a bit quick. Does look nice. So we're using a reshade called Sealed Shade. It's available on flightsim.to. Like I said, I think personally it's one of the best reshades you could have for flight sim. It also works on X-Plane 12 as well. I've actually bunged Flight Sim 24 reshades into X-Plane 12 and they work perfectly fine. As long as you install reshade, it works on everything. Don't need to install it for certain games and it doesn't work. The same reshade will work on every game that you put on it. Okay, a little bit to our left and then to our right. We're using the whole runway because we're quite heavy. And the aircraft, the A350 is quite a big aircraft. So we're going to bung the landing lights on, taxi lights to take off. Dab of brakes. Get onto our runway, 24 left. Can't wait to take off from here. Like I said, nice short flight up to Las Vegas and we'll pop into another plane and go somewhere else as well. Like I said, hopefully get 2 flights out of us tonight. And really looking forward to it. Oh, we've got some clouds. Okay, we have got some clouds. I thought the weather was going to be quite clear from what I saw on the weather map anyway, but slowing down now. Off to Las Vegas we go. So first things first, before we take off, we'll get the HUD up and working. So HUD can come down. Handle with care. There we go. Lovely. Look at that. Does need to be a bit more central, I think. A bit like that. It's a bit better. Right, here we go. Take off. Flex 67 SRS Blue, airspeed alive. .100 knots, power set.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up, please. Woohoo! What a departure. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, is it in the shop now? How much do they want for it? But only in a bundle. Ah, shame. 290 set, flaps up. Flaps can come up. I don't know why Serv is saying it's off. It's not. There we go. Auto. There we go. Perfect. Ground spoilers disarmed. $30 for the freighter. That's not bad. No, that's actually quite good. Landing lights off. Taxi lights off. Beautiful. Lever climb. Get into lever climb. Lovely. Thrust climb is set. Nice left-hand turn. Going all the way back round. Beautiful. Very, very nice. It's by Flight Factor, Craig. By Flight Factor, buddy. They've just brought out the freighter, and also we've got a brand new 747-800 for X-Plane 12 as well. But if you already own the standard 747-800 by SSG, it's £30 for that as well. And that's really nice. They've done a blinking good job of it, actually. I love it. Always wanted a good 747, and that fair dues, they've actually done one. So next stream on Friday should be the brand new 747. I'm trying it out at the moment. I'm very, very impressed. We'll be on X-Plane 12 on Friday. So yeah, very excited. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright. 7,000 feet. It's taking us up to 19,000. This is one heck of a turn. It's like it's almost trying to get back onto where we took off from. It's going to do a hard right-hand turn now, isn't it? What is it doing? What is this plane doing? Oh, we're going back on it. What? What are you doing, plane? Did I speak too soon about this plane being good? Yeah, we'll do that. Do a direct over to this way. That was going a bit weird. That went really odd. It was to take us back round on the departure for some unknown reason. That was really odd. Oh, I'm getting uncomfortable already. Oh yeah, my gaming chair has decided now to have a little problem where it puts itself down to the floor, but slowly. I was doing Euro Truck last night, and I felt my chair drop one bit, then drop another bit, then drop another bit. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going down further and further here. All of a sudden I was at the bottom of my screen, I'm thinking, yeah, something's not right. Yeah, lol. Yeah, it definitely was that. Right, I'm going to set 290. QNH is still on normal. We haven't got to go over standard yet, which is good. So yeah, we've been flipping busy. Really, really busy this week. We were in X-Plane 12 last time with the 747-200 doing INS. That was great fun. I'm really enjoying INS at the moment. So if you don't know what INS is, basically instead of waypoints you actually have to put north, east, south and west. This is a lot easier. This is what pilots have to do today. This is the waypoints you have, as I explained on the last stream. The waypoints in an INS system basically are north, east, south and west, but yeah, this is so much easier. You just put it in and don't worry about it. So yeah, okay, everything so far. Let's go have a look around. Okay, so let's talk about this plane. What have I found so far of it? I do love the cockpit. The details are really nice. Like INIBUILDS have gone all out with like how good this plane looks. Like to extend like interior modeling, like autopilot panel, the Airbus interior itself is correct. It's so nice to see that. You know, when you actually fly an Airbus A350 on the sim, and then you come into this, you think to yourself you've gone into the wrong plane. There's free interior downloads for it as well when you buy the plane, so you actually get different interiors you can fiddle around with. Today I've got the Emirates one. I think I've got the Emirates interior. They're available on the INIBUILDS app. So inside, they haven't stopped with like how good it looks. Looks really nice. We're in the cabin area with the stewardess bits. Fantastic. Yeah, it looks really nice. Got curtains that you can fiddle around with. You can actually change the lighting in the actual aircraft as well, where you've got here. So you can fiddle around with the lights. So you just go to the lights bit here, and then just click zones, and then you've got what like cabin. You can change cabin to bright, medium, low, dim. If you want to, you've got avionics bay. You can change that from bright, medium, low. You can just fiddle around, which is quite cool. You've got your cabin status. You can click cabin ready on there if you want to. Doors and slides. You've got all the doors and slides. You've got your water and waste, how much waste and water you've got in there. And you can actually bring back the curtains, which is quite cool. You can fiddle around with the curtains. And then you move into the cabin, like I said, I think we've got the Emirates one today. And then we move in. Look at this. It's just beautiful. Really well done. You've got beautiful detail on the seats. You've got iPads. The windows look... It's just a fantastic addition. Like, it just looks so cool. The screens, look, welcome aboard the A350-900. Like I said, this you've got Lufthansa cabin, you've got Qatar Airways, you've got Air France. You've got a lot of different configurations. So you go through. This is more like, I think this is like first class. You got like different, and as you move through, it just gets so nice. And at nighttime on this plane is beautiful. Like the lighting up here, like you see this. Oh, this lighting up here completely changes in the dark. Like in the dark, it just looks so nice. So throughout the flight, we'll change the time, and you can see what I'm on about. Moving through, you've got more cabin areas where you can fiddle around with the curtains if you want. You got another cabin area. How do you get through to it? Oh, here, yeah. So you got a curtain. You've actually got to open to get through to the next part, and it just goes all the way. The curtains go all the way back. So again, going into the next cabin, totally different colour seating in here, with the details being no details being lost in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. More beautiful in VR. Can I just say, I tried this in VR. It was insane. It was so insane. Like, I actually felt like I was flying on this plane, because it just looked so real. And then you've got the cabin class, the low economy class. So you can just shut the curtain across. Don't want to see them. We don't need to see those people. We're the posh folk. And then, like I said, we'll turn it to nighttime. I'll show you what I mean about this plane, because it's, like I said, it's quite special. When it goes to nighttime, it is. So I turn live time off. We're just going to go... There we go. Go to night. Look at this. Just, you got these stars going across the top. Lighting on the actual side of the things as well. Look at that. Just, oh, it's just so pretty. Like I say, you can fiddle with the lighting if you want. You can just go and change it to whatever you want. Everything just lights up, like underneath the windows. You got like nighttime lighting there. You go through to the next section. And it just gets, it's just like nighttime in this is just so, even this lights up, look. Even the logo at the back lights up completely. And even the toilet sign lights up. It's really pretty. Like nighttime in this is just, oh, amazing. Like I say, you can fiddle around with it if you want to as well. So just going to the front now. Where is it? A bit further. A bit further. That's what she said. Right. Yeah, on here you can go to lights. So like I said, you can go cabin bright, low dim. So if I take low dim, yeah, then go low dim, you'll see now the lights change a little bit. So this is low dim. I open the curtain so you can see what I mean. So this is low dim. Like I said, you've got the logo at the back all lit up, beautiful. Look at that, so nice. And then you've got the cabin medium dim, bright, and then night mode changes it completely. Look at that, just blinds you. What do you mean by that? So this logo at the back, see that logo at the back, it just completely turns itself on and off. So when we go back to like medium dim now, you'll see that that logo's come back alight. It's just so pretty. It's a lovely aircraft. Right, let's go back to the cockpit. Very nice. And the cockpit's just as nice as well. Oh, don't do that. Oh, QNH can go to standard. Standard my side, standard co-pilot. And you can turn the lighting up in here as well. Floodlights look good. You've got intake lights, you've got dome lights, you've got in lights as well. Very nice. I mean, like I said, VR is so cozy on this plane at night time. And the lighting outside is really good. I think INIBUILDS have done a fantastic job of like the lighting outside the aircraft as well. And it's actually nice. Flight Sim have updated the outside lighting. It looks much better. Much better. Remember when we didn't have this, when it first came out, Flight Sim 24, and the nighttime lighting was just all one section? This looks a bit more realistic. Way more realistic. So for me, this was a big change for me. Like, this is what I wanted to see, like Flight Sim going the right direction with the nighttime lighting, because they did the same with 2020. When 2020 was first released, they kind of went on the same path of like, this is what nighttime lighting looks like, and then you go on a plane, you're like, it looks nothing like that. But now I'm starting to see more and more now, which this would actually look like what it looks like in real life. You're in the beta? Yes, I am, buddy. I'm in Sim Update 4, Beta 4. It's so good. It's actually been pretty stable for me as well. Been very stable. I actually thought it was going to, you know, I never fully trust betas, but for some reason this beta seems to be okay. Like, I was worried it was going to cause a lot of crashes to desktop, but to be fair, I've not had one. So that's a positive. It's so much better. Oh, Jordan, yeah, 100%. I actually like the lighting going through the clouds as well. So you can see the lighting going through the clouds, which is, like, the lighting through clouds looks amazing. It's definitely a step in the right direction. There's still improvement to be had, like some areas still look a bit too dark, like you get sections of lights that don't exist, like in the middle there. But, you know, it's definitely a lot better than when it first came out. Right, shall we have a vote in the chat? Do you want to keep it at night time, or should we go back to day? We're landing in Las Vegas, so we got 146 miles. The performance surprised me very much. For example, the fly-by-wire A380 didn't have the VVAN warning anymore. That's good. Us PMDG users are stuck on 2020 till it releases. This is probably the best BT yet. Yeah. Do real time. Okay, we'll do real time. Okie dokie. Real time is 11:50. Sends the plane absolutely bonkers. I don't know what took them. I don't know why it's taken them so long with a 737. I really don't know. Because we were talking about this the other day. Like, why is it? You know, why did they bring it? The thing that made me laugh is they brought out a 777 on the marketplace for everyone to buy, even though we already owned the 777, and then they go and update the 777 that we already got. So you're a bit like, what? I was really confused like that. I was like, what the hell is going on? Right, so we've got 146 miles to go. Let's get the sim Navigraph. Navigraph is what I want. I'm looking for the wrong thing. Navigraph charts. Navigraph charts. Every time I open it, I'm just going to put a tune on there. It says Navigraph charts. Unload, import flight from SimBrief, because we've probably got top of descent any minute soon. Where is top of descent actually? Is it far? Is it far from where? Have I got time to put this in? That's what I really want to know. Okay, we've got plenty of time. Awesome. Right, so KLAS. We are arriving in KLAS. We're taking 08 right arrival. You can check on here as well what runway you're on by saying at the top there it says approach RNAV 08 right /V KLAS. So approach is going to be the RNAV 08 right. RNAV 08 right is going to be, okay, so decision height of 2544. So barrel reference here goes down to, you have to use the keyboard down here, 2544. Enter. QNH is going to be, better check trans flight level actually. Trans altitude is going to be 18,000, which is correct on here. Weather for arrival is, there's no wind at all. 000 at 00 knots. I've never seen that in my life. So wind, so magnitude is 000, enter, at 00 knots. That is a perfect landing conditions. Enter. Outside temperature is 13 Celsius. 13 Celsius in America though is still flipping hot. 13 Celsius, and then QNH. I've got to remember it's the American one, which is 3004. So QNH is 3004. Enter. There you go. 3004. Barrow of 2544. 18,000. Approach is done. And then the decision out. The altitude for the runway is 8,000 feet. God, that's high. 8,000 feet approach. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's actually gone quite cloudy now. Right, so we'll set 8,000 because there's actually the Airbus won't go down until we actually put it in, until we actually select 8,000 feet, which is good. Like I said, we'll do 2 flights. We'll jump into another plane and do another flight in a minute. Got sand dunes down there. Look at that. Sand dunes. Super. I love sand. Do you know the sensory feeling I get from sand is amazing. Like when you walk on a beach, it's so nice. So yes, let's go on to what I was talking about when I first started the flight, because I've gone off topic a little bit. So I was talking about paranormal. So like I said, when I was very dubious about paranormal when I was younger, but something like a couple of things have happened which makes me want to believe it a little bit more. So when I was about 5-6 years old, we lived in Maidenhead, Berkshire. So when I don't like sand, it feels weird. Really, I love sand. So we were living in Maidenhead in Berkshire when I was first born, like when I was younger. So I remember it like it was I kind of remember it, but it's one thing that always sticks with me. So my uncle died in our house upstairs, and my dad at the time, was walking up the stairs, and the dog, we had a border collie? No, we had a Great Dane called Monty, and he wouldn't let my dad go up the stairs. Now, my uncle had been gone for about a week, so, you know, it was still quite fresh. And the dog wouldn't move off the stairs, and then all of a sudden there was an almighty bang. No windows were open, the door slammed shut where my uncle's bedroom was, and my dad literally ran downstairs, panicked like mad, and I'll never forget, his face was as white as a sheet. So that was kind of the first thing that happened. And then obviously I met Tracy and life carried on, and my wife's brother, we went round his house, so thought nothing of it. And yeah, when you take pictures with each other, like group photos and stuff, like you get together, take group photos. There's a photo we took, and to this day I still have not found this photo, which is really spooky. So we took a photo, and there's 3 of us, and then there's a bloke in the background, and I'm not joking, he wasn't there. He wasn't even meant to be in the photo. But it was a bloke, kind of mysterious bloke with black eyes. Even my wife went, "What the hell is that?" And he was standing behind my brother-in-law, literally on his shoulder, looking over. And I was like, right, I need to save this photo. I saved the photo, and to this day I have never ever found that photo on my phone. It just completely disappeared. It was one of the weirdest, and even my wife seen it. Like, it wasn't just me like seeing things. My wife and my brother checked it at the same time. We both said, "Who the heck is that?" So I was like, I don't know him, no idea. And he wasn't there. Like, if he was there, it would have made sense, but he wasn't. There was literally no one there. So my love for paranormal at the moment has gone through the roof. Like, I watched this bloke on YouTube called Jasper, and he does a lot of like paranormal videos. He watches a lot of YouTubers who do paranormal, and the things I see on there makes you believe. I tell you now, it's actually incredible. I was never into this thing at all. It's amazing actually when you look into it. I mean, the one I was watching last night, there was a YouTuber videoing a video in like a house where, bless her, a little girl had passed away. And this bloke was videoing around the house, obviously just trying to cool on the spirits, and Jasper was like, "Oh, is this going to be one of those load of rubbish ones?" And it was, so this video couldn't have been faked because it was a live video. He was live on TikTok doing this video, so it wasn't like you know these videos that you get and they've made differences to the video to like keep you off track, make you believe something's real when it's not. But this bloke couldn't do that because it was live on TikTok as he showed the video. He looked in the mirror, and behind him was standing a little girl, and there was no little girl with him at all. And he turned round, and she was there. He saw her, and he screamed at the top of his voice because he saw this little girl behind him. Ran down the hallway, went back, and she wasn't there. Completely just disappeared. It was, it's horrible. Watching it was like, I was like, what the hell? And even the bloke I was watching, it was crazy scary. And I was like, you know, some videos you watch, you go, oh yeah, what a load of rubbish. It literally terrified me. I literally jumped up my skin. Has anyone had a crazy experience like that? Like crazy experience that you can't explain, and you've taken a photo or something like that, or you've experienced something in your life, and you go to yourself, what the hell? You really just can't explain it. Has anyone ever had something like that? Okay, top of descent, we're going down. So far, what's my views on this aircraft? Should you stay away or should you buy it? I'm going to say it's still FPS heavy. Now, I'm running this on a 4090. I would say if you have a lower end PC, you're going to see a lot of lag. I mean, I'm running this, and I haven't looked at pictures to detail, to be honest. Okay, fair enough. So for me personally, like I'm running a 4090, and in this, you can still see there's a little bit of, not that I'm aware of. Oh, okay, so no one else has had that experience. So yeah, there's a little bit of tearing, as you can see. I'm going left and right. There's a little bit of tearing on the screen. And then when you go from, when you set views up and you go to the views, there's a little bit of like, a bit of a pause as you're going to it. It's not smooth. So I'd say if you're running a high-end PC, or middle, I'd actually say middle of the road to high-end, I'd say you'd be fine. But if you're running a low-end PC, I'd say stick away from this aircraft. I know you can get low-resolution textures for it. My mate fell off the treadmill yesterday and it looked painful. Oh no, ouch. That sounds really painful. Because those treadmills can go quite fast. It's actually bonkers how fast they can go. I remember I was in the gym once. Because as you know, I started down the gym like last year. It bruised his face. Ow. And I was on the running machine, and I think I'm quite fit, right? Not gonna lie, this bloke next to me made me look like I was absolutely stupid. He was running so fast on his running machine that his sweat was literally running from his face. And I'm looking at him going, how the hell are you doing that? Literally, I don't know whether he was an athlete or I was like that. I am not turning my volume up to that level of what you got it at the moment. If he'd have said to me, do you want to race? I'd have just said, no mate, you're alright. I'm just going on something else. You're alright mate. You carry on. I just do my running speed of -6. You could. Okay, let's sync live weather. All right. Okay, sync the sim brief. Sim brief weight unit doesn't match aircraft weight unit. Oh, yeah. Okay, don't worry. Sync that. So and then compute. Okay, we're gonna be fine landing. So wind is gonna be variable at 3 knots. QNH is 30. I'm gonna grab something to eat, bro. Be right back. Okay, buddy. So QNH of 3003. So 3003, we're on 3008, so we just changed that down to Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying this is a bad aircraft. It's not. I do like the details and like the systems on board. The flight model, I'm not going to say it's difficult to judge the flight model because I don't fly the real plane in real life, so I can't really say. It's okay to fly. It does feel good, but I'm not a real pilot, so I can't say whether it feels exactly like the real thing. But it does feel good it feels good on a joystick. That's what I will say. It feels good on a joystick and throttles. Right, down to 15,000. Speeds come down to 250. Ground spoilers are armed. I wonder if I can get... Weird thing is, Beyond ATC said that Microsoft Flight Sim wasn't running, but it is. That's the weird thing I had with that. It was really odd. Right, I close that. Next flight, we'll try and use Say Intentions. Install. Might as well do the update as we're going down. Bum bum. I still think 8,000 feet is quite high for the arrival, isn't it? But then I'm just looking, it is like mountains around us, so it kind of makes sense. Baby bell. Yeah, so next stream, do not miss it. Me and HAJ Aviation will be streaming together. We'll both be on X-Plane 12. I'm going to be in the new 747-800, which I'm super excited to show everybody because it is fantastic. Yes. Right, Say Intentions is updated. So yeah, it's going to be on Friday at 7 o'clock. So please don't miss that because it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's finally nice to have a proper like 747 in the sim. Right, so Say Intentions is updated, so I'm not going to use it now. I'll just turn it off. I'll just turn it off for now. I just wanted to do the update to save me doing it flipping later on. Okay, we got 39 nautical miles, so approach can be set. So the performance, we got activate approach phase, confirm, back to flight plan. Approach phase is set. We're going to press approach on here. We're going to press LS mode left and right. Speed is good. Just going through the clouds. Itchy head. This looks nice. I don't know about the sky. I don't know if the sky is a little bit too bright. I don't know if anyone gets that feeling that it could be. I don't know. It could be time of day though, I suppose. Mind you saying that in America, when I went to America, the sky is a lot brighter there than what it is in Europe. Okay, let's try flaps 1. Flaps 1 is good. Speed's good. Nice mountains around us as we come into Las Vegas. Look at that. Beautiful. Very, very pretty. Love the sound of the flaps as they come down. Okay, we go flaps 2. Speed check. Nice, nice, nice. This has been a good flight. Like I say, I think it's a good aircraft. I think it's still a little bit heavy on the frames. Like I said, when you turn left and right, there is a little bit of tearing as you're doing it. It's not as bad as what it was, but it's still there. You kind of still notice it. Sounds are good. Modelling, like I said, external and interior modelling is spot on. It's really, really nice. Like the lighting is incredible. Flaps 3. The only thing real pilots do say, and I was watching, don't know if anyone saw the interview with a real pilot, the PMDG executive. He's a real pilot in real life. I didn't realise that. He did a interview with V1 Simulations. It was actually really good. And he said he's a real pilot, and he talked to Flight Sim 24, because there's one thing on Flight Sim 24 that does happen when you land, and that's that the runways feel like a glass sheet of ice. And the PMDG chief executive said, like, in real life, when you land on a runway, like, they don't feel like that. They don't feel like a sheet of ice. So he did. He's like, I did ask Microsoft if they could kind of fix that, but they basically said to him no. He's like, so basically he's like, oh well, okay. He's like, I'm not going to put millions into, like, thousands of pounds into designing my aircraft to be spot on when Microsoft can't be bothered to do slidey runways. I do argue though. I do argue that I don't think any sim, even X-Plane 12 with its fantastic physics, I don't think anything's going to be as close to, like, flying a real aircraft. I mean, these sims are here for fun, really, aren't they? They're here to fly around the world and explore different cities, enjoy different planes. They're not here to be like a flight training tool for us to jump into a real aircraft and go and fly it next week. I mean, like, learning INS has been super fun, but I can imagine learning it in real life was a flipping headache. Because yeah, it's not just like, the charts that we use on Flight Sim are completely different to the ones they use in real life. Dark Desire, how you doing? I have not seen you in a long time. How you doing, buddy? How you been? How has everyone been? It's been a long time. Like I said, I've had a bit of time off Flight Sim 24, and that's not because I've not liked it. It's just been, like, super busy with, like, learning INS systems and stuff. You've been hiding. Don't blame you. I don't blame you. I've been hiding as well, hiding under the desktop. That's when my seat decides to, like I said, my gaming chair's decided to come up with a new problem, where it decides to drop itself down slowly. So if you see me just slowly go underneath my desk, you know where I've gone. Captain Jaden, welcome, buddy. Oh, God, I'm thirsty. PC is all back and running, just been chilling. Oh, of course, yeah, you had the issue with the PC, didn't you? I'm glad you fixed it. I'm doing my first flight back now, and the first time in the 340. I've only used that a couple of times. It is good. Like I said, for me personally, like I said, if you've just joined this stream, this plane is great. But it's like I said, I'm running a 4090, and there's still a little bit of tearing with it. Okay, glide slope's been captured. We should be going down, and we're not. We've got 18 nautical miles. I would say I'd like to be a bit lower. Come on. Landing lights on. Nose to take off. Not far from Madrid. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh no, are we going down? See, we should be going. See, look. Glide slope's captured. We should be going down now. What's his flight plan being set? What's his flight plan say? Oh, mind you, it's got a descent there. It's got a descent down there, so maybe that's what it's doing. I'm a bit confused. Did you arm approach? Yes, approach is armed. I gotta go down 5,000. There we go, 4,000 set. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. We're going over to Las Vegas. We're just coming into Las Vegas to land now. So there's only a short haul flight, and then we're doing another flight after this in another plane. So it should be good. I was really hoping to get a good livery. Like I said, the 777 had a great livery for on flightsim.to, but I didn't check whether it was for 24, but it didn't work. So I was really annoyed because it was like the proper Formula 1 livery. So it was a bit of a headache. Look at the colours. Oh, that looks pretty. Oh, that is nice. I literally looks like I could just go and walk on that. Walking on... There used to be a song, didn't there? Walking on sand or something. Walking on sand, go round and round. I can't remember. It used to be a really old song. I hurt my legs using the medicine balls. Ow. Oh, this looks really nice. This looks really beautiful. Very, very pretty. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. There's Las Vegas coming in. 6,000 feet. It's gonna be flipping. It's gonna be a bit of an approach, isn't it? I love my new guitar, bass guitar. Oh yeah, how are you getting on that? I call it Cheryl. MSFS 24 and DCS are literally only sims I use now. CBA to mess with the others now. Yeah. DCS is great if you understand it. Like DCS I played a little bit. I just wish I understood it a bit more. Check, safe to continue. Too many squats now. When I move on the stairs, my legs are in pain. Ouch. Oh, such a pretty approach into Las Vegas. All little houses. Colours, they got the colours beautiful. Like I said, we're using Seal Shade. Looks way more better in the IOL on the pictures, so yeah. Oh, God, this is nice.
2,500.
Check, safe to continue. There's runway in sight. Oh my God, this looks good. Holy moly, this looks good. Okay, my aircraft. Auto flight disconnected. DCS is extremely rewarding once you put the time and effort into the aircraft you fly. Absolutely. I think I bought the F-14 with the co-pilot. That was actually... The colour is Sunburst. Oh, nice. I'm going to take the left-hand... Check. I'm going to take left-hand runway just because it's a little bit longer than right. Right-hand runway is a bit more for like A320s, I think, by the looks of it. The left runway is a bit more for us. Bring that altitude up a little, bring the nose up a little bit. I'm going to disconnect auto throttle. Auto throttle disconnected. Like I said, fully my aircraft now. There we go. Down. Careful, A350 50 is a floater. Thank you, buddy. Will do. I'll be careful. We will try and be careful. Las Vegas to our left-hand side, looking gorgeous. A bit more to the right. Speed is good. Same colour as my lad's electric guitar. Oh, Sunburst. I love Sunburst. Is beautiful on a guitar. I used to have a flame red electric guitar when I was younger. That was nice. Okay, get it down a bit more. Look at that. Look at the buildings coming in. 1,000 check. Wow. Very, very nice. Look at Las Vegas. There's Las Vegas. Oh, sugar. Landing gear.
500.
That was a bit great.
400 above.
I forgot landing gear. I can't believe I forgot
Minimum.
landing gear.
300.
Check.
200. 100. 90. 80. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Oh. First thrust. Brakes on. Nice. Beautiful. See, it's a floater. Yeah, she is a bit of a floater. Okay. Let's go. I tried learning some basic chords, but my fingers just don't bend. You can get what I'd recommend. You can get a finger trainer. You can like use it to train your fingers to do like certain like to relax them a little bit. They sell them in guitar shops. They're like a exercise trainer, or you can buy them on Amazon. They're only a couple of quid. Really, I really recommend them. They're really good. Just helps your fingers, try and train your fingers to bend and also get stronger to use a guitar with. I used to have one when I was younger. They're brilliant. Oh, cutting your finger, ow. Paper cuts are always the worst. Paper cuts are terrible. Paper cuts are like, even a little paper cut, I'm screaming like a... It's like... I'm gonna watch YouTube's here, have a good stream. Thank you, Craig. Welcome, welcome everyone. Right, standard airport in Las Vegas. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. That was good fun. Right, parking brake is now set. We'll get ground spoilers disarmed. Flaps up. Engine 1 and 2 off. We'll get the ground control. We'll get. I knew that was going to happen. Power just literally went off completely. Love it. Oh well. No power at all. Oh dear. Great fun though. Yeah, all in all. Why does TikTok do this or YouTube do this? It just, oh, there we are, we're back. Why does it do that every single time? That does my head in, that does. Yeah, like I said, hopefully I button my first landing in this 340. That'd be cool. Right, let's go escape. Let's get out of here. Let's find out what our next flight is going to be. End flight. We'll use our random route generator and we'll